Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. And I want to say Shalom to our Knockout out there, pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson. I don't necessarily have a title for this one, all right, but it's dealing with this fool here, Dwayne Wade, and this video that I came across from Raleigh La Yasharala. Well, I guess that's still the channel. Yeah, Raleigh La Yasharala Yahweh Shai is coming back, 144,000. So I saw this pop up in the notifications. Maybe not in this list, but I think it popped up on my phone, and I think I'm also subscribed to this on my private account, the one I just use for listening to music and shit. But it popped up saying they always make Jake the face of diseases, violence, and debauchery. Okay, and I saw it, and I didn't really think of anything at the time. I didn't watch it. I saw it, and then I was, gonna go into my lesson. I said, let's go ahead and try to find something. Let me see what that was. And when I saw it, I said, yeah, let's go ahead and make a lesson, because this guy's ridiculous. All right, and we already know that he's pretty well known, because I was like, I don't really follow a whole lot of sports in general. I watch a little bit of NFL, like a little bit when the season's here. I like the Chiefs and whatnot, but I'm not as big of a fan as some people are, where they're constantly, everywhere they go during the football season, they got their jersey on. I got a jersey, but it was gifted to me. But they always got their jersey on. Every single game, they're going out to like Buffalo Wild Wings or Chili's or something like that. That's not me. If it's on, I'll catch it. All right, but I don't like set up parties and anything like that. None of that. So, but I don't really watch anything too much outside of football. So I know of this guy, but I don't know of his legacy or whatever you'd want to call it, right? So, but yeah, Dwayne Wade, right? He's known from being a basketball player that he has this trans kid, all right, that I guess was a trans girl. Okay, so it was a boy, all right, that wanted to be a girl. You can go here, and their name is Zaya Wade. I don't know what they were born as. Let me see. Let's see. Zaya. They probably don't want to know. They don't like they call that dead naming. They don't like the original name. Yeah, see, they don't. What was the original name? Let me see. This is how you can find it. Zaire and Zion. All right. If you ever want, that's the little. I remember this. This is how you can look up something if you're trying to get a result and you don't want any of the new results in it. If you do this before 2015, you won't get anything that's past 2015. All right. So you see him on Ebony Magazine with his sons, and they're still his sons. So Zion. So let's go and find out. So Zaire is still so Zaire and Zaya. So which one ended up going fruity? I forgot. Zane? There. And what was the other one? I forgot, man. Zion. So Zion. That's a damn shame. Zion, the one that was, had a biblical name, is the one that ended up going to Zion. I see what they did. All right, really kind of a thing, it's really kind of the word I don't want to say spiritual, but showing you how Israel has fallen to this, that his name was Zion. You can go and see. This is the sun here. All right, it's still a sun, man. You can see, just ridiculous, and he's fully in support of this. All right, completely ridiculous, and Anyway, let's see how he acts. Let's see how the father like son, right? Let's see how he acts. Let's go and watch it. Oh no, not picture in picture. I want to turn off the volume. Here you go.
Travel Merce is nice.
I got a lot of things in that one.
Merce. All right, it took me a while to understand what Merce was. Merce, man purse. Merce.
One of the most important things in here is I got my Jen and Friends
friendship
bracelet. But I need to make sure that my lips stay,
Yes.
they ain't dry.
You are organized, by the way.
I got my eye drops in here.
Yeah.
This is important, everybody. I'm sorry.
Note the nails. Note the nails. Look at those painted nails. All right, and even that ring looks kind of gay. All right, and you see his beard even looks effeminate. This guy's a homosexual, man. And a lot of these guys are. And you say, well, he's got a. It don't matter. It don't matter. And just because you like him don't mean that, you have to deny it. All right, I like Kanye. All right, he self-proclaims he sucked his cousin's dick. Right, and then another person, one of the guys from Wu-Tang said, I fucking hate Kanye. Plus, I saw him at a Diddy party sucking dick in the bathroom. Right, and I believe it. All right, here, watch. Let me see if I can find the video. I hate Kanye. All right, Wu-Tang. Here it is.
Kanye West, I hate that nigga, man. Plus, I seen the nigga at one of puff parties and shit sucking dick in the bathroom.
All right. I guess, it was a Method Man, but yeah. Plus I saw him at one of Puff's parties sucking dick in the bathroom. And I believe it. All right, I believe it. So, and I like Kanye West music, but I believe it. I 100% believe it. So, and you can just tell this guy probably goes to those Puff parties, man.
I was like, what is
when
that?
I go eat and I go out to restaurants,
I don't
want to be sticking my hand in my mouth, so I got my nice
Even his moves were effeminate.
I was like, what is
when
that?
I go eat and I go out to restaurants, I don't want to be sticking my hand in my mouth, so I got my nice little floss sticks right here.
Yes.
So I got a lot of things in there.
Ziploc bag, all organized.
Yeah, I'm very organized. Like I said, I got a little touch of OCD, but I got a lot of things in there.
Wait, do you have a stylist or you dress yourself?
No, I don't have time to dress myself. I have an amazing stylist, Jason Bolden. Shout out to Jason
Well,
Bolden.
I mean, I kind of felt like you must because you're very chic and you have to, look at that Merce, y'all. Look at that Merce.
I just walk like this, I carry my little Merce.
Anyway, your Travel Merce is
ridiculous, man. What was it called? Jen and Friends. Dwayne Wade. I want to see what some of the comments said about this.
You famous.
We live in an episode of Black Mirror. Because Gabriel wears the pants. What's that? I don't know what that's referring to. It says, let's see. A lot of people are, like there it is, like son, like father, I guess. Yeah, it says, sake of my head, bring masculinity back. Let's see, what else do we have? Dwayne Wade is a real man. No, the fuck he ain't. All right, no real man carries around a fucking man purse and all primmed up and wears fucking painted nails. That is nope. This person says so yag. I'm glad people are doing that. I say that out in public sometimes. I'll be like, they got yag. All right, I'll say that to my wife or something. I'll be like, yag. What I'm saying is gay. But fruitcake. All right, I agree. It says masculinity and feminine is way too blended these days. I understand that what us humans determine, which is completely man-made and fabricated, but the sight of men and women seeming familiar in the terms of fashion doesn't sit right with me. It's true. And Dwayne Wade is a girl. he's a body boy for sure, man. No real man would let his fucking son turn into a daughter and be down with that and be caught on a show like this showing off a fucking merce. All right. And it's one thing if you have a carry around a little something, maybe I don't even know about that, man. I mean, maybe if you have something in the car with like some toothpaste and mouthwash and shit in it, sure, yeah, whatever. I ain't gonna freak out about that. That's whatever. Cool hygiene. But like, you carrying around like a purse, and that's a purse. Matter of fact, my girl has a purse that looks just like this, not in the same color, but the same little shape and size and everything. All right, it's a Michael Kors bag or something like that. But you ain't gonna catch me wearing that, carrying around. Watch him even do his little model. His little, look at his little, no, okay, no, you ain't supposed to be being like that, okay. So I got some, but the first one I want to get is this is Deuteronomy 22:5. All right, I want to see if I want to read up. Deuteronomy 22:5. It reads, "The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy power." Okay, it's an abomination. Now, I want to iterate or make myself clear that women, all right, in this day and age, while you're technically not supposed to be wearing pants, you're not horribly wicked because you're wearing pants. All right, that's not, and pants, when they originally came out, they kind of were like a really unisex thing anyway. Now, historically, they're more for men, right? But when jeans really started being a thing, all right, women started wearing them too. But they're mostly a men's clothing. But you have to. A lot of places require women to wear pants, or sometimes some of these dresses. Some of these days, I'll even admit it. There's some days I prefer my woman. A lot of the time, I prefer my woman to go out wearing regular jeans, not those tight fitting ass jeans or anything like that. But I prefer her to go out regular jeans and a shirt, and I'll tell you the reason why. The reason why is because I've been with her when she's tried to shop. A lot of these dresses these days are damn near more revealing than a regular pair of pants. They're cut way low. If you look at dresses, and you can get them custom order and stuff like that. But look, I damn sure don't want her wearing anything like this. Look, I don't want her wearing shit like that. Hell no. Look at these. And this is how a lot of the dresses are now. They're cut right at the tit line, man. They're cut right at the tit line. Okay? And you can wear a shirt under it, but that's just going to look weird. All right? They're like that. Now, this one's almost, not cut as low, but a lot of them are cut down here. All right? A lot of them are cut down there. Okay? Of course, you can wear a Mormon dress, but at that point, it's just ridiculous. Another thing is if they're not cut down low up here, they're real short. Right? They're like that. That one's both, but they're like either real short or something like that. But you can just wear jeans, all right? Some ones that aren't too, little baggy of jeans, and and you can put on a regular shirt like this. That's less revealing, So a lot of these, you don't want them wearing something like this, all right? If they're busting out the pants, and you can tell those are like very skinny type jeans. But stuff like this, that's even kind of skinny up in here. But you can find the right jeans, stuff like this, right? That are cut more. They're skinnier down here at the bottom, all right, but they're not so skinny where they're accentuating your ass, right? Like these type of jeans, the ones where they're just Wranglers, where they just accentuate your ass. They get them where they're real tight in the butt area. Nah, you can wear regular jeans. They make regular jeans. You can see regular jeans. They have them out there, all right. But yeah, man, these dresses half the time, and unless you can sew your own stuff. You can only do the best of your ability at the end of the day. See, that one's fine, but it's way too short, like over the knees, right? So you're showing off all your thighs and legs and shit. It's ridiculous. All right, and then you got, depending from woman to woman, some are more well endowed than the others. All right, so they're not going to fit that dress quite particularly right? And it's going to make them look, accentuate all their curves and stuff. So yeah, man, with the women, the pants, don't even trip about that. All right, because you have some camps though. GMS never says, oh, if you're a woman wearing pants, you're gonna, the Lord's gonna kill you. No, right? Now, is it ideal? Technically, no, but it's one of those things where it's just like, look, we can do the best of our ability, all right? We know that women wear a lot of pants in this society, all right? But, all right, under no circumstance should a man ever be in a dress, all right? That's just ridiculous, okay? There's no circumstance where it's not a unisex garment, all right? It was never like pants, like, oh, it can be worn by male or women, but it's primarily, all right, a man thing, because pants were meant for, they're working, all right? They're for working, really. But for men, or for women, or no, Slocky, for men, if I can get it right, there's no situation where you would ever need a dress, okay? There's no situation where you ever would need a dress, okay? Or a skirt, right? And we know about, oh, what about Scottish people with kilts? I mean, you'd have to look into if they were made for men originally, but I wouldn't catch myself a dead no fucking, I almost said skirt. That's what it is. Kilt. I ain't gonna wear no kilt. All right? I ain't wearing no kilt. Okay? But you gotta realize that a lot of these things were specifically made for women. All right? And you got men, you know, like a purse. The fuck? Why are you wearing a purse? We have backpacks. All right? Backpacks are for men. All right? That don't mean women can't, you know, that mean women can't wear them. No. Okay? But there's things that just look effeminate, man, and you can't wear that as a man. All right, I don't care if you're 400 pounds and you got a little bit of some jiggle, man. You can't be putting on a bra. That's just crazy. All right, that's crazy. Okay, wearing stockings and shit. You can't be doing that. All right, fishnet and shit. You can't be doing that. All right, and even there's some stuff that they make for men, but it's just too, like those fishnet shirts, man, that dudes be wearing now. Right, look, fishnet shirt men, first thing that came up. This shit is gay as fuck, okay? And this is like what you see it in a style now. I've even seen Jake wearing shit like this. You do not need to be wearing a fucking fishnet shirt, Jake. All right, that's some fruity shit. All right, that's some fruity shit. This is a guy right here, right? Look, that's how they dress. All right, and they got long hair. Okay. Ridiculous. Look at this. God damn. I'm saving that photo. I might just be I might just edit that in to be in one of the photos. Man, that's funny as hell. Oh, man. That's hilarious. Let me save that one too. Might edit them both, and that's just ridiculous, man. But you have Jake walking around like that. That's like, it's ridiculous, man. It's effeminate. It's effeminate. You're not supposed to be dressing like that. All right, but I tell you what, on girls it looks bad as fuck. All right, it looks hot as hell on girls. All right, for the women, sure. Right, I don't mind it on the women. All right, they shouldn't be wearing it either out in public either because it's revealing or stuff. But some like lingerie or stuff, you know, whatever. Yeah, I don't even like that, to be fair. But you know, stuff like that, you know, stuff like that goth style and stuff. I like it. I don't mind it. But then again, to each their own. Stuff like that, I think this shit's cute. But at the same time, that's not something that you women need to be wearing out. All right, it's revealing as hell. Stuff like this. This is well, and that's just wicked because it's got a pentagram on it. But you know, stuff like that for the house, you know, houseware, it's fine. All right, fine. You know, little something for your man, right? But as you women, as you men, all right, going around wearing that shit, that's just ridiculous. All right, absolutely just ridiculous. You shouldn't be wearing that at all. All right, Deuteronomy 22:5 again. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. For all that do so are an abomination unto the Lord thy power. And you can go look up a stud. All right, woman. All right, you can go look up a stud. All right, and they specifically dress up like a man. Okay? They specifically dress up like a man. Okay? And a woman shouldn't be dressing like that. No woman needs to be wearing, you know, those shorts like that with that beanie, and they got their, you know, their arms all tatted up. Which no one should have their arms tatted up. But that's, you know, men shouldn't even be doing it. But tattoos were originally more of a man thing. All right. So especially women don't need to be doing it. And then they got the, you know, the fucking, I don't like seeing a woman in Jordans. I'm gonna be honest, man. I don't like it. I don't like it. All right. I don't think it's cute. There's some, you know, like maybe Air Forces. All right. Maybe Air Forces. I'll let I'll let them pass off on, because Air Forces or whatever, right? They can wear Air Forces and stuff like that. Even high tops, right? You can wear the Air Force One high tops and stuff like that. But that's cutting it, and they better do it in the right way, because again, after But when it comes to like stuff like this, they're wearing like it just looks ridiculous. All right, they dress like this. All right. This is the type of stuff the Bible's talking about. Dressing like you trying to look like a man. All right, you are trying to look like a man. Ugh. Lucky you brothers and sisters had to see that. All right, but yeah, it's just. There it is again at the top. But, goddamn. Anyway, I'm gonna get off this. It's a whole bunch of women kissing and shit. But yeah, stuff like that. Trying to look like a. Look, and this is the new thing, right? This is a new thing. So, or the butch. That's another way they call them. They call them butches. Okay, just ridiculous, man. Over here, and y'all you women out there, you're barely even gay. I mean, you're gay, but you get with these studs. All right, and they have shorter hair than this. Like, yo, girl, what's good, girl? How you been? You looking fine. And it's like you barely even gay. I mean, you gay, but you like the way that a man looks, right? Ain't no woman saying, "Oh, I'm 100% gay," but they're with a man that looks like this. Nah, you're just getting it where you can get it. All right. So, get back on it. But yeah, you don't need to be wearing that. And that's the new thing. All these men they're like men wearing acrylic nails now too. It's ridiculous. It's just, ugh. Anyway, let's get let's get 1 Corinthians 6:9. It says, "Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of Yahweh? Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind, nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revilers, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of Yahweh." So let's go over here. We're getting the blue letter Bible. Getting the original language. Let's go see what effeminate means.
Strong's G 3120, Malakas.
All right, Malakas. Now, it has a bunch of different words. Soft. All right, metaphorically in a bad sense. Effeminate. All right, a boy kept for homosexual relations with a man, of a man who submits his body to unnatural lewdness, a male prostitute. All right, effeminate, soft. All right, and you know what effeminate means. All right, you know what effeminate means. It's when a man, they don't talk with no bass. Hey, how are you doing? Like, no, that's effeminate as hell. They got nail polish on their hands. They call that shit androgynous now. All right, androgynous. All right. Partially male and partially female in appearance. That androgynous shit, man. That's effeminate. It's not androgynous. It's effeminate. This shit is effeminate. All right. It's effeminate. You look like a faggot. All right. I'm gonna say it straight up. That's what you look like. Ain't androgynous. You gay as fuck. All right. You look gay. All right. You're acting like a woman. This is gay. This is not androgynous. It's just gay. Okay. It's just gay. Okay. So, you're just very androgynous. No, you're gay. All right, stop it. Stop lying. Okay, you're supposed to be being a man. All right, as a man, you're supposed to be being a man. This 1 Kings 2:1. It says, "Now the days of David drew nigh, that he should die." He was dying, right? And he charged Solomon, his son, saying, what did he tell his son? He said, "I go the way of all the earth. Be thou strong, therefore, and show thyself a man." There you go. It says, "And keep the charge of the Lord thy power, to walk in his ways, to keep his statutes and his commandments and his judgments and his testimonies, as is written in the law of Moses, that thou mayest prosper in all thou doest, and whitsoever thou turneth thyself." Okay? So he said, "And show thyself as a man." Be a man. right? Be a man. And all these guys now, all these rappers, look, Playboy Cardi wear a thong. Look at this shit. And Slovakia, you brothers and sisters have to show this, but I gotta show it, man. Look, Playboy Cardi wear a thong. He's wearing a thong, man. This motherfucker wearing a thong, dude. They're off, man. And there's that one Playboy Cardi. And again, calling out, I like Playboy Cardi. His music, but he's a wicked ass ninja at the end of the day. Gay photo. There's that one photo. He looks gay as hell. I guess that is the one. There's a couple of them, man. All right. Stuff like that. And look, it's the zestiest aura I've ever felt. Yeah, he posted that photo. That shit, man. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Yeah, they mentioned Lil Uzi. Alright. Lil Uzi gay. You can see some of his shit looks like. Look at this. Look. You know? This motherfucker be dressing like this and shit. Alright, that's gay. Alright. And I think he came out as isn't he? He came out as bisexual, I think. Is Lil Uzi gay or non-binary or something? Obviously bisexual, a dude. Yeah, but now this dude, you can't say you ain't straight. Not dressing like that. All right. A lot of these guys done did just some gay shit. All right, just looking gay. Just you know, look at that. That's ridiculous. 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 And even if even if you aren't, even if you yourself aren't, all right, we just talked about this the other day. Even if you yourself aren't, and you're allowing it, all right, you're complicit. All right, what does complicit mean? Complicit. Okay.
Complicit.
All right. Involved with others in an illegal activity or a wrongdoing. You're still complicit because, like Dwayne Wade, all right, his son, all right, go to Zai. I'll go to his Instagram. All right. This is a man. Okay. This is a man. Right? So, and what is this? They get the boob or something? They get the boobs done or something? I don't know what that photo was supposed to be. But yeah, you see, this is them. This is him, right? Him right here. Look at this shit, man. This is just like Dwayne makeup. Look at this shit. Just look at how, like, father like son. Look at this, man. It's ridiculous. Look at how this dude dressed. All right, this guy's homosexual. Okay, this guy's a homosexual, and that's just like a nose strip. You're allowed to have that, like face masks and stuff. You can do that, but what is this? You can tell this guy's fruity, man. Look, you can just tell. You can just tell. Ugh, ridiculous. This is just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, let me get all this. This is just ridiculous. It's just sickening, man. It's just sickening. It really is. And let me get some scriptures. Let me get some more scriptures. Let's get Proverbs 17 and 15. Again, some of these we got the other day, but still, I want to get them again. Because this, like I said, I didn't even know I was going to make a lesson on this. I just saw it. I'm like, this is ridiculous, man. And there's all these different things, like Lil Yachty. I'll show him too. 'Cause I believe he had, yeah, you see, look, getting his nails done. I see a lot of these guys coming into where I work, and they got their nails done now. Male rapper with acrylic nails. Here's another thing, you know, they had, you know, all these guys. All right, you see Drake. I can't remember his name. But all these guys with painted nails now. ASAP Rocky, Lil Yachty, Young Boy, all that. It's just ridiculous, man. There's someone actually got acrylic nails. And of course, there's him. They're all and they really gotta show it. All right, they really gotta go and show it, because all these guys are getting fucked in the ass, man. They're all getting fucked in the ass on the back. They're sucking dick in bathrooms. It's lucky to be vulgar, but it's happening. They're sucking dick in bathroom. All right, they're getting fucked up the ass. All right, and they're really all into it. All right, they're really all into it, and they hide. And there's even been people that come out and say a lot of these guys in Hollywood that you see, they're really just gay. All right, a lot of these guys are gay, and they just have wives as a cover. All right, they have wives as a cover, but they're really with men behind the scenes. Okay, and hey, man, you're not supposed. Yeah, hey, a man that lays with an ant. Let me go and get it. Roughly paraphrasing, but Leviticus 20:13, it says, "If a man also lie with mankind, as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them." Yeah, in the German Bible, it says, let's talking about little boys. All right. This doesn't mean little boys, though. Try to translate this one, and you'll get the same thing. German Bible. Leviticus. Yep. Leviticus 18, it says in the English where it says man shall not lie with man for his abomination, the German version says man shall not lie with young boys. So the German Bible. All right, so let's go there. So all right, let's translate it. Well, still says thou shalt not lie with a man as with a woman. It is abomination. Let me see. All right, let's see it again. Okay. It says, you shall not lie with the boy as with the woman, for it is an abomination. Okay, let's go and get Romans 1 and 27. Let's get from 26. Yeah. It says, Romans 1 and 26. For this cause Yahweh gave them up unto vile affections. Vile affections, right? Affection that is vile. It's disgusting. For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust one toward another, men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error which was met. So let's go and see, because you dumbass, the German Bible. Oh, was it originally in German? No? Oh, then it doesn't really matter, does it? And it's already known that the King James Version is one of the most accurate versions. So, go to Romans 1:27. And let's see what it says. "27. What is that? Verse 26. That is why God gave them up into shameful lusts, for their wives have transformed natural custom into unnatural. Likewise, men have forsake the natural custom of women and are heated together in their lusts, and have disgraced man with man and receive the reward of their error as it should be in themselves. There you go. There you go. Boom, 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 boom. No, it doesn't mean gay. It means men with little boys. Can't do that either. Men can't be with little boys, all right, and little girls. And you can't be with men, can't be with men, and women cannot be with women. All right, so I know you tried to get always like, the German Bible. Did you know that the German Bible? Look. Why do progressive Christians continue to say Leviticus 18:22 is a translation error? Right? Progressive. All right. So, and you know, and they're gonna all say, you know, they're shit, right? You see it. Okay, it's a ridiculous book riddled with contradictions. There's no contradictions. You just don't understand it. It's hilarious. Atheists are the dumbest motherfuckers. All right. You know. I know, because I was atheist at one point in time in my life. All right. I was atheist, then I went agnostic. Then I thought, okay, maybe something could exist. And then now I'm in this truth. But yeah, I was atheist at one point in time. And it comes from a position of ignorance. It comes from a position of really pride and narcissism. All right, a lot of atheists are in fact narcissists. All right, now what is a narcissist? All right, we can go and look that up. All right, what is a narcissist? Okay, a narcissist is someone who shows patterns of behavior consistent with narcissism, which can range from personality traits to a full clinical diagnosis. A grandiose sense of self-importance, a constant need for admiration, a lack of empathy for others, a belief that they are special or unique, exploiting others for personal gain, sensitivity or criticism. Now, I'm going to ask, is it more prevalent in atheism? No strong scientific evidence. All right, they say it can be found in all belief systems, but really, they say religious individuals may score higher on humility, but that doesn't automatically mean that atheists are more narcissistic. I mean, yes, it does. And you know, so claiming that narcissism is tied to atheists feeds stereotypes. You know, just yes or no. You know, aside from all your virtue signaling, do they tend to exhibit more narcissistic traits? Yes or no? They say no. Well, you just wait. But you just said religious people score higher with humility. You're right to pick up on that. Let me clarify. Yes. So, again, do they tend to have more narcissistic traits? Dude, you have the evidence. Right fucking there. Self-importance. So, the fork is not a fork. All right. The fork is not a fork. Got it. Yes, there's studies, and it does say that, yes, they score lower on humility. Well, does that mean they exhibit more narcissistic traits? No. Well, isn't lacking humility a trait of narcissism? Yes, you're absolutely right. So, it doesn't fucking know what it's talking about. See, again, they don't want to, I don't want to hurt any feelings. Yes or no, God damn it. All right? Yes or no. Anyway, and that's what it is. It's the truth. These atheists are really, they're self-righteous. They think they know everything. I know. I was there. I've been around atheists. You know, oh, God doesn't exist. You have to be an idiot to believe God exists. Oh, you know, a lot of these Christians are, you know, a lot of people believe in God. They're just low intellectual beings. They don't really, you know, they're not really that smart. And it's because, you know, they've been fed fundamental lies that have been driven on. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. All right? Really, you're the one who doesn't research as much. All right? Who researches more? The person that deals with the Bible, researches the scripture, and goes throughout history and learns, you know, bits and pieces of other languages, or the guy that just says, no, God doesn't exist. No proof. No proof. Nope. No proof. No proof. Stupid. You're dumb, man. And we're really sick of all you people in the world, man, because you're all just a bunch of idiots. But going back, Proverbs 17 and 15, he that justifieth the wicked, and he that condemneth the just, even they both are abomination to the Lord. So you're both an abomination. Whether you're doing the fucking or you're or you're not condemning the fucking. You're saying, oh, I don't suck dick in a bathroom, but it's okay that he does. You're just as wicked. You're just as wicked. All right. You're both an abomination. The Lord hates all abomination. All right. The Lord hates all abomination. All abomination. This is Ecclesiastes 15:13. The Lord hateth all abomination, and they that fear Yahweh love it not. So if you fear the Lord, you're not going to like it either. All right? And a man, all right, with a man is abomination. All right? Justifying the wicked is an abomination. Being the wicked is an abomination. Right? Or as it says here also, condemning the just also. All right? If you do that, it's abomination. Okay? So you're saying, oh, you guys are wrong. That's an abomination. All right? You're justifying the wicked. That's an abomination. All right? So let's get Isaiah 5 and 20, and then I think we'll close out. Just a little bit of a shorter one today, I say, as we go 42 minutes. A lot of rambling today, though. Salakia. It's one of those things. It just pisses you off, man. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. So let's get Isaiah 5 and 20, and then we're going to go ahead and close out. So it reads, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. So, and that's these people, man. That's these people. Everything good is bad. All right, the Bible, bad. All right, a man and a woman being together, bad. Traditional marriage, bad. Traditional gender goals, bad. Gender roles, bad. All right, a woman having kids, bad. All right, two men fucking themselves in the ass, great. All right, great. A man with a little kid, great. Right, fantastic. All right, wearing rainbow clothing and men putting on lipstick, great. Fantastic. All right, letting everybody do whatever they want and not bullying anybody or saying anything against it because, oh, that's not very inclusive of you. That's not progressive. Great. All right, saying, hey, man, that's wicked. You're going to be put to death. Bad. All right, bad. That's bad. That's these people, man. Everything good is bad and everything bad is good. And so you got to realize that when you're talking to these people, you can't convince these people otherwise. All right, once you think that it's okay for a man to put his wiener in another man's butt, there's no way you can convince that person otherwise. All right, they have to come themselves out of that. All right, through the Lord, if the Lord wants them to get out of that homosexual-like behavior. All right, there's nothing you can say that can convince. Oh shit, you mean? Oh damn, you're right. I shouldn't have been doing that. My bad. And no, that's not gonna happen, man. This homosexuality demon is a big demon. It's a heavy demon. It's like the drug demon, man. And arguably the drug demon's easier to kick than the homosexuality demon. All right, because people quit drugs. You don't see people quitting being gay a lot. All right, so you'll see it occasionally, but you don't see it a lot. So, but yeah, man, these people, everything bad is good to them, and you can't change these people's mind. So, you know, that's why you can have Fruit Loops like Dwayne Wade, and you know, oh, it's okay. I love my son. My daughter. Ridiculous. Anyway, we're going to close out with that. I won't subject you any more of this sick, twisted torment that we have to look at. So, Lord want was edifying. We're going to close out there. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Akakwadash. I want to say shalom, brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring, keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Until next one, Lord willing. Shalom.